This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is the 7 a.m. Barbados Today update for Wednesday, May the 7th, 2014. I'm Emmanuel Joseph. Good morning. Opposition Economic Advisor Dr. Clyde Mascoll has thrown a brick back at the Central Bank's latest economic performance report, suggesting that the fiscal position is the worst of all times. Mascoll says it should be no surprise to anyone that the government collected $245 million less in revenue for the financial year ending March 31st, 2014, considering that the figure was always, as he argues, unrealistic given the lack of performance in the economy. His unemployment figure for the end of last year also clashed with that in the central bank's first quarter report. The bank is reporting an average 11.7% unemployment rate, but the opposition economic advisor says it's more like 13.2%. He said that when measured by every important indicator, the economy is worse off. Yesterday, the central bank governor told the nation that the local economy was not expected to grow significantly this year. But he said that a gradual sustainable recovery driven by the foreign exchange sectors was forecast for next year and the following year. Dr. Worrell says projected growth rates are less than 0.5% this year, 2% next year, and 2.5% in 2016. He says a major growth factor is expected to be investment in tourism and infrastructure and other financial inflows, totaling $4.5 billion over the next 3 years.
In all, tax measures are expected to contribute to $200 million of extra revenue, about 2.3% of GDP. The remaining 3% of fiscal consolidation required to achieve a slightly modified deficit target of 6% will be achieved mainly via expenditure. Layoffs in the public sector have cumulatively reached a total of about 2,800 to date and are continuing. The immediate savings will not be large because of separation benefits, but savings will be realized in the medium term. The deficit in the fiscal year just ended was larger than expected at 11.3%, mainly because of a $245 million fall in revenue.
Two St. James men will remain in custody until June the 2nd in relation to a shooting 3 days ago in that parish, which left one person hospitalized. Amadeo Kefar Henderson Yearwood, 26, of number 5 St. Catherine Close, Haynesville, and Shomari Ayo Durant, 23, of number 28 Oxnard's Crescent, have been separately charged with use of a firearm. Yearwood has also been charged with possession of a firearm, possession of 17 rounds of ammunition, wounding with intent, and endangering life. Police said several people were under a shed at Halls Village number 2 St. James when a motor car drove up to the driveway. The occupants got out and allegedly began firing, causing persons present to flee. One of the people under the shed received gunshot injuries. Lawmen say the driver of the suspected vehicle was later detained. A separate warrant executed at Yearwood's home the following day allegedly yielded 1 firearm and 17 rounds of ammunition.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Because she deserves it. Make her Mother's Day. Send us a photo and a message telling the world why your mother is simply the best at love@barbadostoday.bb. Enter now for your chance to win lunch for 2 at the Crane Hotel and other prizes. The deadline is May 6th. Mom deserves it. All entries will be published.
In news of the region now, prominent Barbadian defense attorney Andrew Pilgrim is describing the apparent assassination of senior Trinidad lawyer Dana Sitahal as an unfortunate tragedy. Pilgrim expressed sadness at the brutal murder of Sitahal. The Trinidadian lawyer was killed on Sunday night after gunmen in 2 vehicles blocked her jeep and sprayed her vehicle with bullets. An autopsy revealed Sitahal was shot 5 times, twice to the right side of her head, once to her chest and twice to the right arm. Pilgrim, who described his former colleague and friend as a titan and a colossal of the legal fraternity, says her killing strikes at the heart of the justice system and must be of grave concern.
Obviously, the circumstances in which she was killed are such that we would obviously, as right-thinking members of the Caribbean community, would be extremely upset about the circumstances, because it means that persons who have an extremely important duty to carry out in terms of prosecution may not feel safe.
On the international front, the United States is sending a team to Nigeria to aid in the search of nearly 300 teenage girls abducted from their schools more than 3 weeks ago. On April 14th, armed men of the Boko Haram group overpowered security guards at an all-girls rural school, forcing students out of their beds and into trucks. On Monday, a member of the group appeared in the video declaring Boko Haram had kidnapped the girls and it plans to sell them. White House spokesman Jay Kearney says the U.S. team will include military and law enforcement personnel who will provide expertise in intelligence investigations, hostage negotiation, and victim assistance. And we leave you with this. Someone wants to run in Usain Bolt's shoes. A pair of running shoes signed by the world's fastest man and framed for display with a photo of the athlete after he set the 100-meter world record in 2009 were stolen in South London. The UK-based websites are reporting that the shoes, identical to those worn when Bolt set the 100-meter world record in 2009, were stolen from commercial premises in Gloucester Road, Croydon, between 10:30 p.m. on April 26th and 5:45 a.m. on April 28th. The orange Puma shoes were reportedly auctioned off during a sporting memorabilia sale at Sotheby's in London in November 2012 and are valued at around £20,000. That's been the 7 a.m. update. Join us again at noon. Until then, log on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribe to our e-paper and like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Emmanuel Joseph.
This update is brought to you by
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Catch the sun power.